Victor Wembanyama and the Spurs, they took on the Heat last night in Miami. And Victor Wembanyama, he's must-see TV. We're going to put this up early in the second quarter here. Norm Powell drives. Here's the thing. Wemby's there.
He had him beat, right? He had him beat, Danny.
Rim for protection. Nope, not against Wemby.
Wemby's not allowing that, not today. A minute later, Bam Adebayo, he decides to try it. No, Wemby pushes the other way.
Yeah.
Passes to Harrison Barnes.
We'll give it a little boost, a little turbo boost. No dribbles from the three-point line.
Just a wild sequence there from Victor Wembanyama. To the third quarter we go. Early on, Steph Castle throws a full-court pass here to Wemby.
Oh, come on.
At this point, you just got to laugh.
Slinky out there.
Oh, he was not done that possession, by the way.
Wemby is everywhere. All right. He contests the three.
Again, he got it off. I'll give him that.
Fox grabs the ball.
Your laughter is that's the best assessment.
I'm not kidding. When you watch Wemby, he makes you just laugh out loud multiple times per game.
Early in the fourth quarter here, Wemby crosses up Powell, drives to the basket.
Drives from that?
Gets that one to go.
Is that real? That wasn't AI?
He got a Nerf hoop.
He leads the Spurs to the win here, 136-111. And Wemby recorded his fourth game this season with at least 25 points, 15 boards, 5 blocks. That's the most by any NBA player since Tim Duncan did it in 2001, 2002. And that's when he won the first of 2 straight MVPs. So, Victor, what do you think about the MVP race?
I think right now it is still reasonable that there is a debate. But as I said, I want to make sure, my goal is to make sure that there's no debate anymore at the end of the season. Defense is 50% of the game, and that it is undervalued so far in the MVP race. I believe I'm the most impactful player defensively in the league. The second argument would be that we almost swept OKC in the season, and we dominated them 3 times with their real team and 4 times with more rotation players. My third argument would be that offense impact is not just points.
We swept OKC.
Yeah, we almost swept them.
We almost swept them this season. I gotta say, I very much enjoy players who come out and say, at the risk of sounding like Wendy over here, this is my case. This is what it is. And really, Tim, nothing that he's saying is wrong.
I love how brash he is. I love how confident he is. It ain't bragging if it's true. I love his willingness to be a villain. Man, they don't like him in OKC, and that's not going to help, and he does not care. He's saying, SGA's your MVP? I mopped the floor with that franchise this year. And so we'll see. Hey, if he comes back to OKC for the West Finals, those fans will be ready for him, but Wemby does not care.
I think the most important thing that he said relative to where we are is that there's a debate. In other words, it's not over, and I'm not done talking about it yet. And I think that's a fair statement as well. I think he's right about it.
Well, and he also said that 50% of the game is played on the defensive end. He's calling somebody out for not playing defense, but he's not doing that, Danny.
No, he's saying that I'm the best defensive player in that I guess that debate that you guys are having. You got SGA, Jokic, which is also true. He is unbelievable at the rim and protecting. Here's some examples. Run the tape real quick. You got him. His force field is like 8 to 10 feet. So if he's with 8 to 10 feet of you, you are now in his danger zone because you can block your shot at any point. You see Jaime Jaquez is trying to get free, making dribble moves. He's covering so much ground here on different faults, different aspects of the game. Look, he's at the free throw line. Deterring Jaime Jaquez from shooting threes, slide his feet, move.
He's in jail. Jaime is in jail.
He's in jail. He's not only guarding 1, but 2. Norman Powell puts on a speed burst, thought he had him beat. Tried to use the rim to protection. He got there anyway, so it doesn't matter. And offensively, he does unbelievable things too. It's not all just points. You see guys setting screens for him, gravitational pull.
Yeah.
2 guys come to the ball. Champagny wide open for an easy layup. And now guys are seeing this. They're figuring it out. Dylan Harper's like, all right, let me try this. Let me set a screen for Wemby. 2 guys go again. His gravitational pull is like no other. Dylan Harper gets an easy little roll to the basket.
Nice pass.
At the rim. He's not only just at scoring, but he's blocking shots and facilitating on the offensive end of the floor as well.
Yeah, and so that is what brings us into being a discussion, right? There's no doubt that if he makes the number of games, if he meets the number of games, in my mind, he is the defensive player of the year. But right now, odds makers, they're saying that SGA is the overwhelming favorite to win the MVP at -1,000. This is according to DraftKings Sportsbook. And then you can see he's actually followed by Luka. And then it's Wemby. And then it's Nikola Jokic here. But when we're talking about the MVP, I think that calls for understanding exactly what the criteria is from a voter. Maybe this calls for something more. Oh. Maybe a tower of sorts? That sounds like a job for Wendy's Tower of Power.
Oh, that's interesting. I'm palming the ball. Number 5, 4, 3, 2. Number 1.
I say it in a voice. Tower of Power.
Tower of Power. Starring Brian Windhorst.
Well, we're talking about a tower here, a French tower. Okay, I want to say something.
Well done.
I am not putting Cade Cunningham on this list. He is not officially out of contention yet, but I do not think he's going to get 65 games. He would be on this list. I just want to put that here. Okay, let's start with number 5. Jaylen Brown.
At 5.
In other years, Jaylen Brown, I think this is going to be the first team All-NBA as well. Jaylen Brown is going to, I think, going to make first team All-NBA. That is something that should reward. It's been a fabulous season for him, doing it at both ends of the court. When I'm saying that you're in 5th in the MVP, that is a compliment.
Yeah.
Okay, so I know there's some people getting their feelings. Jaylen, that is a compliment to while you're playing. Number 4, I have Luka Doncic. And I understand that Luka has played brilliantly for this last 6-8 weeks. And that is incredibly important. And his scoring has been jaw-dropping and has helped turn this Lakers season around. The MVP is a season-long award, and he was a little bit in a slump early in the season. And when you're trying to determine 1 through 4, that has to matter, which is why I've got Nikola Jokic number 3. I know that Jokic has not played his best over the last month. However, I'd like to point out he still leads the league in rebounds and assists, and is one of the top scorers in the league, and Denver is in 4th in the West. And I know that they could be 6th if they have 2 bad days, but they are in 4th despite an incredible amount of injuries. I think he was the MVP of the first 2 months. He is there. All right, number 2. Victor Wembanyama. I've got him at number 2. My heart, Malika, wants to put Victor at number 1 because so much of what he does is exactly the epitome of MVP, and what he is doing for this league is so nurturing. It's so good. He's re-energizing fans at the grassroots level and applying pressure to his own peers to care about things they didn't care about, including willing to say that they want to win awards, which I love. But my head, Malika, still has Shai Gilgeous-Alexander at number 1, who is having an absolute generational run over the last 2 years. This team has had its full starters for 6 games. And in the next week, they will win their 60th game. They are 15-1. Since the All-Star break, they are going to probably get the number 1 seed. I cannot ignore that, but I will agree with Victor. It is a debate, and it is not over.
I cannot disagree with you. My heart also wants to put Victor Wembanyama at 1 because, and this is just a difference of styles and a difference of personalities, but personally, I love what Victor Wembanyama is doing for the NBA. So my question is this, Brian, how much does the number 1 seed matter in this discussion, and is there something that Vic can do to make up that ground?
If you're a voter and you're trying to find a way to get Wemby to 1, the 1 seed would be a data point. But in all honesty, their cases are both extraordinarily strong. And the stats that Jokic have are stats that would have won him MVPs in the past.
Right.
So any of those 3, and obviously Luka plays for the highest profile team and they're having an overachieving season. Their cases are all very, very strong. This is not about holding anybody down, but I know that it won't be received that way.
Well, I am just looking forward to
Danny has something.
I like the list.
You like the list?
Lakers fans would hate me if I had Jaylen Brown higher, but
you would have Jaylen Brown higher.
I mean, defense, according to Wemby's case, defense does matter.
It does. Well, we've got a doubleheader right here.